we provide you the platform to turn your dreams into reality. Give wings to your aspirations with KR Mangalam University.
A storm of prophecy, power, and politics is brewing. For over 700 years, the Dalai Lama has not just been a spiritual lighthouse for Tibetan Buddhism, but a living legacy passed not by elections or bloodline, but through reincarnation. But now, as the 14th Dalai Lama prepares to turn 90, the world is bracing for the biggest question in decades. Who will be the next Dalai Lama, and who gets to decide that? In the mist-laden hills of Dharamshala, northern India, history is in making. High-ranking Buddhist monks have gathered, robes rustling, prayer wheels spinning under a veil of secrecy and purpose. Because this week, the 14th Dalai Lama is expected to unveil a crucial succession plan, a plan that might ignite spiritual defiance and political confrontation all over again. But first, let's rewind the clock. 1959, the year a young Dalai Lama. He fled his homeland after a failed uprising against Chinese rule. He escaped Tibet disguised as a soldier, and China has never forgiven him since. They call him a separatist. They say his message is dangerous, and now they want to choose who comes next. Yes, China, a state that officially declares itself atheist, claims it has the exclusive right to select Dalai Lama's reincarnation, citing an 18th century Qing dynasty rule. But there's one problem. The Dalai Lama himself says no. He says no chosen successor will be accepted if selected by China. And just this year, in his newly published Voice for the Voiceless, he stated that his reincarnation will not be born in China, possibly in India, where he has lived in exile since 1959, possibly somewhere else, but definitely not under communist control in China. This is no ordinary religious debate. This is a battle of legitimacy. Under Tibetan Buddhism, a Dalai Lama is not chosen by force. He is found. The story of the current Dalai Lama's own discovery is worth a listen. At age 2, he was able to identify belongings of the 13th Dalai Lama, whispering, "It's mine, it's mine." And that's what led to senior monks to recognize him as the reincarnation, the 14th in a divine lineage. So what happens when a government tries to govern this very divine process? If the Dalai Lama passes without a clear and globally accepted message for choosing the next successor, there's a looming danger, a big one. There could be two Dalai Lamas, one chosen by the senior Tibetan monks, another appointed by Beijing, rubber-stamped by the Communist Party in China. The result, a spiritual Cold War. Now, behind the scenes, the framework is already in motion. The Gedin Phodrang Foundation, set up by the Dalai Lama in 2015, is believed to be the official body tasked with finding the next incarnation. Its members, trusted confidants. But will their chosen child be allowed to grow up free? Or will China use its influence, military, economic, and diplomatic push to spread its narrative? For the Tibetan diaspora, this is not just about faith, it is about identity, it is about freedom, and more importantly, it is about survival. As the Dalai Lama celebrates his 90th birthday with chants and candles surrounded by the prayers of thousands, the world watches. Will the 15th Dalai Lama be born in India? Will two children grow up, each claiming to be the same soul? Or will politics finally crush centuries of sacred tradition? In the high Himalayas, where the wind carries the chants of monks and the mountains guard ancient secrets, the soul of Tibet waits. for its next rebirth.